All right, let's talk about harmony in Western music. All right, in order to understand how to improvise on the bass and how to make what you're playing the most effective, you guys need to understand how harmony works. And this is a very basic introduction to it. But basically, think about chord progressions. All right, the chords are not just random. All right, the chords that are chosen for a reason because they sound pleasing to the ear. Okay, we want what's called tension and resolution. That's how we create music. All right, we create it. Like all of these chords, they create tension until you get to like the resolution chord where there's no tension, and then it's like like a breath of fresh air. Like, okay, we've reached the end. All right, now typically the way that sound is created is by doing what's called a 5-1 cadence. In other words, you play the 5 chord, then you play the 1 chord. The 1 chord being the end, because that's where most songs end, is on the 1. Okay, so just to give you guys an understanding on that, if I'm in the key of C major, what I just did right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 1. That right there, automatically, your ear is trained to think, okay, well, he just went 5, 1. He went from 5 ending. It sounds like it's supposed to end right there. All right, that kind of stuff will appear in music all the time. Okay, so if we're playing chords, it would be, all right, that is G to C major. Okay, you can create all this tension. But right there, that's where it sounds like it ends. Okay, now why is this important for improvising? Because if you're playing on even as simple as In Jesus' Name, even what I did right there, all right, remember, In Jesus' Name is 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. What I can do as a bass player is I can throw in that 5 to get to the 1, all right, when it's going. All right, I could throw in the 5 to give it a little extra flair. Okay, so. Now, let's talk about what I did just there. What I did there was I now took every chord for In Jesus' Name, and I treated every chord as if it was a 1 that I could do a 5-1 to. All right? So if I'm taking F, all I have to do is just go to the same fret below, or R5-0, like you guys know. And I can do 5-1, 5-1, 5-1, 5-1, 5-1, 5-1, 5-1. So if you treat every chord for a second as if it's a 1 chord, you can go down to the 5 below it and back up to it, and it creates tension and resolution. All right, so you can use this as the basis of your improvisation. All right, now, what I'm about to talk about is an advanced concept that builds on 5-1. So I suggest you guys get familiar with how 5-1 sounds by practicing. Or for you guys, you can do it if you're on a 4-string. All right, it on In Jesus' Name, or you can pick another song and experiment with how 5/1 works over every one of the chords, all right, because it does. 5/1 always works, all right? Now, that being said, let's talk about an advanced concept, all right? Now, 5/1, there's an interval there, all right? 5, 6, 7, 1. It's a fourth interval, all right? 5 up to 1 or 5 down to 1, whatever you want. But for our purposes, 5 up to 1 is a fourth interval. That fourth interval creates that tension release resolution that can be adapted anywhere, all right? So what if we're in the key of C, we want to play 5/1, all right? The 5 of C is G, all right? 5 of C is G. So what happens if we're on G and we want to create tension resolution on G? Well, we can actually go another fourth interval back. Okay, so if it's 5, 6, 7, 1, if we go the other way, it's 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so 2 can lead to the 5, which can lead to the 1. All right, and you can actually go in cycles of fourths, and you can go all the way backwards and create this tension resolution. But we're just going to stick with 2, 5, 1. Okay, 2, 5, 1 appears all over jazz. It appears all over a lot of music. If you guys develop the sound for it, you will be able to hear it. So, key of C. All right, if I wanted to create 2, 5, 1 resolution, it'd be a minor 2 because we're in the key of C, G dominant 7, C major 7. So again, 2, 5, 1. All right, that kind of tension and release, that appears everywhere, and you guys can use that yourselves. All right. Matter of fact, you'll hear it used in Basslines created for gospel music a lot. So instead of doing that, I could do 2, 5, 1. All right, and I could potentially do it leading into every other note. Oh. All right, it creates a very strong tension release. All right, so I want you guys to practice that. All right, practice 5/1, and then when you get comfortable with that, practice 2/5/1. All right, easiest way to do it is to remember your R5/0, G, so G5/0. All right, instead of just doing G5 and O, all right, with these two, you can just move your hands down, literally. Easy. All right. But this is more advanced concepts. This is starting to dive into theory and harmony and understanding a deeper level of music. All right. So, like I said, come to me with any questions because this is where stuff starts to get deep and complex. And, you know, it's sink or swim, and I don't want y'all to sink. So let me know. All right.